My dear children, come close to me now. Let your heart grow still and rest in my presence. Imagine the hush of a chapel at dawn, when the soft glow of candles dances in the shadows, and a gentle light streams through the stained glass, painting the walls with colors of heaven. Hear in the distance the faint chime of a bell, reminding you that I, your Father, am near. In this moment, I invite you to step away from the noise of the world and find shelter in me. You do not need to carry your fears alone. I see the weight upon your shoulders, the trembling of your heart, and the questions that press against your soul. My dear children, you are safe in my arms. As a child runs into the embrace of a loving Father, so I call you now to run into mine. I will not turn you away. I will not leave you exposed. I am your refuge, your strong tower, the place where fear loses its power. Stay here with me, and let my voice bring you comfort that no storm can shake. I know the fears that rise within you, the unseen storms that swirl around your mind. You wonder about tomorrow, about what lies ahead, about circumstances beyond your control. My dear children, hear me now. I am not far from you. I am closer than your own breath, and my hand is upon you to guide, to steady, and to protect. The purpose of this moment is simple. I want you to know my comfort. I want you to remember that when you are afraid, you can trust me. As it is written in my word, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you. This is my promise to you, drawn from the psalm I inspired for such times. Remain with me throughout this message. Do not rush away. Allow my peace to flow like a river into your soul. Let my spirit breathe hope into every hidden place of fear. My dear children, you live in a world filled with uncertainties, but I remain unshaken. The ground beneath you may shift, but my foundation is eternal. The winds of life may howl, but my love is a fortress that cannot be toppled. When fear rises, remember who I am, your refuge, your strong tower, your everlasting Father who guards you with unyielding care. Picture yourself as a little child, running in the rain, afraid of the storm. You lift your eyes and see me standing there with arms wide open. You run to me, and I lift you up, holding you against my chest. The thunder may still roll, but in my embrace you are safe. The rain may still fall, but beneath my covering you are secure. This is who I am to you. This is what I long for you to experience. Do not let fear speak louder than my voice. Fear whispers lies of abandonment, but I declare the truth. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Fear tells you that you are weak, but I remind you that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Fear tries to blind your eyes, but I shine as the light that cannot be overcome. When you feel overwhelmed, breathe deeply and remember me. I am the one who parts the seas before you, the one who calms the storm with a word, the one who holds creation in my hands and yet tenderly wipes the tears from your face. My dear children, I am both the Almighty and your Abba Father. There is no fear too great that I cannot overcome, no circumstance too heavy that I cannot carry for you. Pause here with me. Imagine sunlight breaking through a thick cloud after a long night. That is how my comfort comes. It pierces through the darkness, bringing warmth to your soul. Let that light fill you now. Let my presence become more real to you than the weight of your worries. You may wonder, how will you face tomorrow? My answer is simple. You do not face it alone. I walk before you. I stand beside you, and I guard behind you. I am your shield and your protector. My spirit whispers to your heart, reminding you of promises unshakable. Hear again my words from long ago. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. These words are as true for you now as they were for my children of old. My faithfulness does not change. My dear children, let my comfort become the song of your heart. When fear begins to rise, sing of my goodness. When anxiety presses in, remember my promises. When you feel small and helpless, remember that I am the maker of heaven and earth, and you are held in my hands. Stay close to me. Draw near in prayer. Whisper your worries into my ear, and I will answer with peace. Pour out your fears, and I will pour in my love. When you abide in me, you are like a child, nestled safely against the heart of a father. No harm can snatch you from my embrace. And when night comes and shadows creep across your mind, let my word be your lamp. Let the memory of my promises be your pillow. Rest, my dear children, knowing that angels surround you and that my presence watches over you. Sleep in the assurance that I am your keeper, and you will awaken in the morning renewed. My dear children, do not measure your safety by what your eyes see in the world, but by what your spirit knows of me. The storms may rage, nations may tremble, and circumstances may seem impossible, yet I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever. My throne is not shaken by the fear that grips the earth. My love is not lessened by the trials that surround you. I am steady when everything else is unsteady. When your heart begins to race with worry, remember that you are not abandoned. I watch over you as a shepherd keeps watch over his sheep at night. I know every pathway you walk, every shadow that frightens you, every valley that seems too deep. Yet I lead you with my rod and my staff, guiding you into green pastures and still waters where your soul can breathe again. You are never alone on this journey, no matter how heavy the darkness may feel. Think of a child hiding beneath blankets, trembling at the sound of thunder. Then think of a father entering the room, sitting beside that child, placing strong arms around them, whispering, "I am here. That is who I am to you. Your fears may not vanish in an instant, but my presence makes them powerless. The sound of my voice stills the trembling of your heart. The warmth of my embrace reminds you that you are safe. My dear children, I call you to rest in me. Let me be the strong tower you run into when the arrows of fear fly against you. My word declares that the righteous run to me and are safe. Do not hesitate to run. Do not believe the lie that you must first be strong on your own. Your strength is not the condition for my love. Your weakness is the place where my love shines brightest. Bring your burdens to me. Lay your anxieties at my feet. Trust that I will not cast them aside, but will lift them from you. I am the one who carries the weight you cannot carry, the one who sustains you when you feel faint. My shoulders bore the cross. Surely they are strong enough to bear your fears. Pause now and breathe in my peace. Hear the sound of living water flowing quietly through a valley after rain. That water is my spirit, refreshing your soul, washing away your unrest. Feel the sunlight upon your face after a long storm. That light is my comfort, breaking through your night. Let it settle deep within you until your heart sings again of hope. My dear children, when you look at the days ahead and the unknowns trouble your mind, remember this truth. Nothing can separate you from my love. Not height, not depth, not danger, not fear of death, not powers of the present or the future. None of these can tear you away from the grip of my hand. You are mine, sealed by my spirit, cherished by my heart. Do not listen to the voice of fear that tells you the future will overwhelm you. Instead, listen to me. I go before you. I prepare a way where you cannot yet see. I make crooked paths straight and turn barren deserts into rivers. Even if you stumble, I will uphold you with my hand. Even if you fall, I will lift you again. The night may feel long, but morning is coming. The weeping may last for a season, but joy will rise again. Let that hope anchor your soul. Let it be as a lighthouse shining in the distance, guiding you safely to shore. My promises are not empty words. They are living truths, eternal and unbreakable. My dear children, trust me even when you do not understand. Lean into me when your own strength is gone. Whisper my name when fear surrounds you, and I will come swiftly to your aid. I am not a distant God who looks away. I am your Father who bends down to hear your every cry. Remember how I calmed the seas with a single word. Remember how I lifted Peter when the waters threatened to swallow him. Remember how I raised the little girl from her bed of death with the touch of my hand. These are not stories of the past. They are revelations of my heart for you. What I did then, I still do now. My power is the same, my compassion is the same, and my love for you is the same. Let me remind you again, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you. This is not a command you must struggle to obey, but an invitation to lean into me. Trust is resting in my embrace, believing that I hold what you cannot. Trust is knowing that though you walk through fire, you will not be consumed because I am with you. And so, my dear children, stand firm in this assurance. Fear will knock, but you need not open the door. Anxiety will whisper, but you need not answer. Let your heart be still and know that I am God. Fix your eyes on me, the author and finisher of your faith, and you will find peace that surpasses understanding. When the shadows fall tonight, rest knowing I watch over you. When the sun rises tomorrow, wake knowing I walk beside you. When uncertainties crowd your mind, remember I am the rock that cannot be shaken. When loneliness presses in, remember you are never truly alone. You are mine, and I am yours. That truth is greater than any fear you will ever face. My arms are always open, my love is always present, and my comfort is always near. So come, my dear children, hide yourself in me, and let your soul be at rest. My dear children, lean closer to me now. Let the noise of the world fade away until all you hear is my steady voice speaking into the depths of your soul. I know the fears that rise within you, the unspoken worries, the silent questions that stir when you lay awake in the night. I see every tear, every sigh, every anxious thought you cannot seem to quiet. Yet I remind you again, you are not alone in this. I am with you. I am your refuge. I am your strong tower. Do you remember how a fortress stands, unmoved, even as enemies circle around it? So am I to you. Fear may gather, doubts may approach like armies at the gate, but my walls surround you. You are secure because you are hidden in me. No arrow of fear can pierce my shield. No voice of darkness can silence my song over you. My dear children, when you feel small against the weight of your circumstances, let me remind you of the truth. I am greater. I am the one who set the boundaries of the seas, who tells the waves how far they may go. I am the one who placed the stars in the sky, each one by name. If I hold creation in my hand, will I not also hold you? Look at the sparrow that sings in the morning. It does not worry about tomorrow, for I feed it. Look at the lilies of the field. They do not labor or spin, yet they are clothed in beauty, greater than kings. If I care for these, my dear children, how much more will I care for you, whom I have chosen and called by name? You fear the unknown, yet I know the end from the beginning. You fear the shadows, yet I am the light that no shadow can overcome. You fear weakness, yet I delight to be strong within you. You fear loss, yet I am the giver of eternal life, and nothing can snatch you from my hand. When you feel overwhelmed, picture yourself resting in my arms, just as a child rests in the embrace of a father. That image is not far from reality. It is the truth of who I am to you. The world may tell you to stand on your own, to harden your heart, to fight with your own strength. But I tell you, rest, lean, trust. My power is perfected not in your striving, but in your surrender. My dear children, when the storm clouds gather in your mind, let my word be the light that breaks through. Do not forget what I have spoken. My promises are not fragile things that time can wear away. They are anchors that hold in the deepest waters. Hold fast to this. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. This is not only the psalmist's cry, it is your inheritance as my children. Trust is the path that leads you into peace. Pause now and imagine the still waters of a river, calm and unbroken, reflecting the sky above. That is what I long to bring into your spirit, a peace so deep that it steadies you, even when storms swirl on every side. My peace is not fragile like the world's peace, dependent on circumstances. My peace is unshakable, for it flows from my heart to yours. Do not let fear write your story, for I have already written your name in the book of life. Do not let anxiety dictate your steps, for I am the one guiding your path. Do not let dread steal your days, for I have prepared good works for you to walk in, filled with my grace. My dear children, courage does not mean you feel no fear. Courage means you look at fear and choose to rest in me anyway. You may tremble, but you can still cling to me. You may not see the way ahead, but you can trust the one who leads. Do not despise your weakness, for it drives you into my strength. Do not despise your fears, for they remind you of your need for my comfort. Think of how a lamp shines in a dark room. Even the smallest flame pushes back the shadows. So it is with my presence within you. My spirit is the flame that fear cannot extinguish. Let me shine in your heart, and you will see that the darkness is not as strong as it seemed. My dear children, speak my word when you are afraid. Whisper it into the silence of the night. Declare it in the face of uncertainty. Say with confidence, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" These words are not merely poetry. They are truth. And truth will always set you free. There will be moments when your knees shake and your breath shortens. In those moments, remember, I am closer than you think. My Spirit is your comforter, your helper, your advocate. I whisper peace when your thoughts race. I place my hand upon your heart and steady its beating. I quiet the storm with my love. Let your eyes lift now, not to the threats around you, but to the heavens above. See the endless sky stretched wide with beauty. That expanse is the canvas of my majesty. If I can paint such glory across the heavens, can I not also bring beauty into your brokenness? My dear children, your story is not defined by fear, but by my faithfulness. So walk forward, not in dread, but in trust. Take the next step, knowing I walk with you. Open your hands, release the burdens, and let me carry them. Lay your head against my heart, and hear the rhythm of eternal love that beats for you. When you are weak, I am strong. When you are afraid, I am near. When you are lost, I am your guide. When you are weary, I am your rest. All you need is found in me. My dear children, hear this truth once more. You are safe. You are loved. You are held. Fear may knock at your door, but it cannot enter where my spirit dwells. Anxiety may rise like a tide, but it will break against the rock of my presence. You belong to me, and nothing can separate you from my embrace. Remain here with me. Rest in my promises. Let my comfort fill you until fear no longer rules your heart. You are mine forever and always, and I am yours. My dear children, hear me once more. Fear is not your master, for you belong to me. Fear may shout, but my whisper of peace is stronger. Fear may rattle the windows of your soul, but I am the foundation of the house that cannot be moved. Fear may attempt to bind you, but I am the one who breaks chains and sets captives free. You need not fight this battle alone. I am the one who goes before you and stands behind you. I cover you on every side, so that even when you feel exposed, you are truly hidden beneath my wings. As a mother bird spreads her feathers over her young, so I spread my presence over you. You are sheltered beneath the shadow of the Almighty, and in that place no terror of night, no arrow of the day, no plague, and no disaster can undo you. My dear children, when the enemy of fear tries to whisper in your mind, saying you are forgotten, silence him with this truth. I know your name. I have engraved it upon the palms of my hands. When fear tells you that you are weak, remind yourself that I am your strength. When fear suggests that you will be crushed, remember that I am the potter, and you are the clay in my careful hands. I shape, I mold, I preserve, and I do not discard what I have chosen. Do not be ashamed of your trembling heart. Even those who walked closely with me felt fear. David cried out in the wilderness. Elijah hid in the cave. Peter sank in the waves. Yet each one discovered my faithfulness in the very place of their weakness. You too will find that I am near in the moments when you feel most fragile. Think of a candle burning in the stillness of night. The flame is small, yet the darkness does not overcome it. So it is with my spirit in you. Even when your faith feels like only a flicker, I will not let it be extinguished. I breathe gently upon it, and it grows. Fear cannot snuff out what I have kindled in your soul. My dear children, I do not ask you to deny your fear. I ask you to bring it to me. Hold it out with trembling hands, and I will exchange it for peace. Lay it at my feet, and I will lift it from you. Do not hide it, for I already see it. Do not carry it alone, for I long to carry it with you. The world teaches you to mask your fears, to bury them deep. But I tell you the truth. Honesty before me is the doorway to healing. When you confess your fear to me, you open the window for my comfort to enter. I will not shame you for being afraid. Instead, I will clothe you with courage that comes not from yourself, but from me. Pause, and let this image settle into your heart. A storm rolling across the land, thunder echoing, lightning flashing. And in the midst of it, a child held close in a father's arms, untouched by the rain. That is the picture of your life in me. The storm may rage, but you are held. The winds may roar, but you are safe. My arms are the place of unshakable peace. My dear children, do not let the voices of fear drown out the sound of my word. Keep my promises on your lips, for they are your sword and shield. Declare them over your life. When fear says you are alone, speak my word. I will never leave you nor forsake you. When fear says the battle is too much, speak my word. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. When fear says you are lost, speak my word. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. These words are life to you. They are not mere sentences on a page. They are living truth, breathed from my heart, unbreakable and eternal. Let them be the melody you sing in the night, the anchor you hold in the storm, the shield you raise when the enemy comes close. I remind you now, my dear children, courage is not the absence of fear, but the presence of faith in me. Step forward even if your knees tremble. Speak hope even if your voice shakes. Pray even when your heart feels weak. Every step toward me is a step away from the grip of fear, and every step you take, I walk with you. Do not underestimate the power of my presence. Think of the disciples in the boat, panic rising as the waves crashed. They thought they would perish. Yet I spoke one word, peace, and the storm bowed its head. I am the same Lord who calmed that sea, and I am the same Lord who speaks peace over your life now. My dear children, fix your gaze upon me. Do not look too long at the waves. Do not measure the strength of the storm. Measure the strength of your God. I am greater. I am mightier. I am your deliverer, and I will not fail you. You may say, but what if tomorrow brings more fear? My answer is this: tomorrow will bring more of my mercy. You may say, what if the storm does not end? My answer is this: my presence is your calm even in the storm. You may say, what if I falter again? My answer is this: I will lift you up. My love is steadfast. My care is unending. My presence is faithful. My promises are sure. Nothing can undo the work I have begun in you. Fear will not have the final word. I will, and my word over you is life, peace, hope, and everlasting love. So rest, my dear children. Breathe deeply of my spirit. Let the weight fall from your shoulders as you remember that you are mine. You are beloved. You are protected. You are safe. My comfort is your covering, and my peace will guide you through every valley. My dear children, I want you to understand something very precious. Fear is loud, but it is not lasting. My peace is gentle, but it is eternal. The noise of fear rises quickly, like a sudden wind that rattles windows, but it cannot remain when my spirit fills the room. When you welcome me into the depths of your heart, the clamor of fear must bow. Do not despise the moments when you feel fragile. They are invitations to experience my strength in new ways. When you are at the end of yourself, you are standing at the threshold of my sufficiency. When your resources run dry, the rivers of my provision begin to flow. When your courage falters, my spirit becomes your boldness. Think of a weary traveler carrying a heavy load. He stumbles beneath the weight, but then he lays it down at the feet of one stronger. The burden is lifted and his back is free. So it is with your fears. Bring them to me, and I will lift them. Cast all your anxieties on me, for I care for you. I do not say these words lightly. I speak them with the authority of a father who has carried his children from generation to generation, never once failing, never once forsaking. My dear children, even in the valley of the shadow of death, I am with you. You need not fear evil, for my rod and my staff comfort you. I prepare a table before you, even in the presence of your enemies. I anoint your head with oil, and your cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life, and you will dwell in my house forever. Do not let your heart be troubled by what you cannot control. The world shifts like sand, but I am your rock. Nations rise and fall, but my kingdom endures forever. Circumstances may be uncertain, but my promises are unchanging. Anchor yourself in me, and you will not be swept away. Pause for a moment and picture a vast field at dawn. Mist rises from the grass, the first rays of sunlight breaking through, painting the horizon with hope. That is how my comfort comes to you each morning. As surely as the sun rises, so my mercies rise afresh over your life. Every day you awaken beneath the covering of my faithfulness. My dear children, do not run from me when fear presses in. Run toward me. I am not disappointed by your trembling heart. I am not angry at your weakness. I am your Father, and my arms are always open. Like the prodigal son who returned home, you will always find my embrace waiting. I do not stand with arms crossed. I run to meet you. You may think your fear disqualifies you, but hear the truth. Even in your fear, you are mine. Even in your weakness, I delight in you. Even in your doubt, I am faithful. Nothing you feel can change who I am or the love I pour over you. My love is not fragile. It does not bend when storms come. It stands like a mountain, immovable, unshaken. When you feel overwhelmed, remember this: I have already overcome the world. Fear belongs to the realm of defeat, but you belong to the realm of victory. I conquered sin, death, and the grave. Surely I can conquer the fears that rise against your heart. My dear children, guard your mind with my word. Do not let fear sow lies within you. Take every anxious thought captive and bring it into the light of my truth. Replace the whisper of dread with the declaration of my promises. When fear says, "You will fall," respond, "The Lord upholds me with his hand." When fear says, "You are alone," declare, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted." When fear says, "There is no way," proclaim, "The Lord makes a way in the wilderness and streams in the desert." Let gratitude rise in your heart, for thanksgiving is a doorway into my peace. When you begin to thank me, fear begins to lose its grip. Thank me for my goodness, for my provision, for my faithfulness in days past. The same hand that carried you before will carry you again. The same love that saved you yesterday will save you today. Pause again, my dear children, and imagine the sound of a gentle stream winding through a quiet forest. That stream is my spirit flowing within you, constant and unbroken. Just as the stream does not cease, so my presence within you never fails. Even when you cannot feel it, the waters of my comfort are moving, refreshing, sustaining. Remember also, you are not walking this path alone. I have placed brothers and sisters in faith around you to encourage and to strengthen you. Do not isolate yourself in fear. Share your burdens, pray together, and lift one another up. For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, I am there among them. My dear children, the days may bring challenges, but each day is also filled with opportunities to see my hand at work. Look for my fingerprints in the small mercies, the smile of a friend, the warmth of sunlight, the stillness of a quiet moment. These are reminders that I am near, weaving my goodness into the fabric of your life. Lift your eyes beyond the horizon of fear, for your help comes from above. I am the maker of heaven and earth. I neither slumber nor sleep. I watch over your coming and your going, both now and forevermore. You are guarded by my love, surrounded by my angels, sustained by my spirit. My dear children, let these words settle deep within you. You are safe, not because circumstances are perfect, but because I am perfect. Not because the world is steady, but because I am steady. Not because you are strong, but because I am your strength. Rest in me, trust in me, abide in me. Let fear fall away like leaves in the wind, and let my peace root itself in your soul like a tree planted by living waters. You will not be moved, for I am with you always, even to the end of the age. My dear children, as this time draws to a close, linger here with me a little longer. Do not rush back into the noise and demands of the world. Let this moment be like the gentle afterglow of the sun, setting beyond the horizon, the sky still painted with light, even though the day has ended. So too, my presence remains with you after these words have been spoken. I see the fears you have carried, the weight that has pressed upon your heart. I have been speaking to you so that you may know, truly know, that you are never alone in your struggles. Like a father embracing his child after a long and difficult day, so I wrap my arms around you now. You are safe. You are loved. You are mine. My dear children, I want you to picture this: clouds heavy with rain parting slowly, and beams of sunlight breaking through, touching the earth with warmth and beauty. That is how my comfort comes into your life. Even when you cannot see beyond the storm, I am already preparing the light that will shine through. Your night will not last forever. Your fear will not define your future. For I am the one who commands both the dawn and the evening, and I will bring you through into peace. Remember the words from my servant David: "When I am afraid, I put my trust in you." This is not only a verse to read, but a reality to live. Trust is the bridge that carries you from fear into peace. Trust is the anchor that holds you steady when the waters rise. Trust is the embrace of a child resting in the arms of a father, believing that no danger can reach them there. My dear children, I bless you now with peace that surpasses understanding. I pour over you a calm that is deeper than any storm you face, like a river of living water flowing through a desert. So, my spirit flows into the dry places of your soul, refreshing you, renewing you, restoring you. Drink deeply from this river. for it will never run dry. Do not be afraid of tomorrow. Do not let the weight of what-ifs steal your joy. Tomorrow is in my hands, just as today is in my hands, just as all eternity is in my hands. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. You can trust me with the chapters yet to be written, for I am the author of your story, and I write only with love, mercy, and wisdom. My dear children, receive my blessing as though I place my hand gently upon your head and whisper truth over your life. I bless you with courage that rises even in weakness. I bless you with hope that shines even in darkness. I bless you with joy that springs up like a fountain, even when the world tries to rob it away. Pause now and breathe. With each breath, let go of fear and take hold of my peace. Hear the stillness after a storm when the air is fresh and the earth is quiet. That is the stillness I give you. Feel the warmth of sunlight on your face after a cold night. That is the warmth of my presence. Smell the fragrance of blossoms after the rain. That is the fragrance of my love surrounding you even when the world has felt barren. My dear children, know this. Your fears are real, but they are not greater than I am. Your struggles are heavy, but they are not beyond my strength. Your worries may feel endless, but my mercy has no end. Do not measure your hope by what you see, but by who I am. I am faithful. I am steadfast. I am your refuge. Let my words be the calm in your storm. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. I do not give as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. Let these words dwell richly within you. Speak them over your life. Allow them to take root in your soul until they bear fruit of confidence and rest. My dear children, I call you now to walk forward with your head lifted high, not because your circumstances have changed, but because you know the one who holds your life. Walk as children of light, shining hope into the darkness around you. Walk as bearers of peace, extending kindness to those who are trembling. Walk as beloved children, confident in the Father's love. I do not leave you at the end of this message. I go with you. I walk beside you. I guard behind you and lead before you. I surround you with songs of deliverance. When you lie down tonight, I will keep watch over you. When you rise in the morning, I will strengthen you for the day. You are never out of my sight, never outside of my reach, never beyond the covering of my love. My dear children, take this blessing as your own. May your heart be at rest in my presence. May your mind be guarded by my truth. May your spirit be lifted by my promises, and may your steps be guided by my hand. You are precious to me, more valuable than the finest treasure, more loved than you can imagine. Now I gently ask of you, let this message not end with you alone. If these words have brought you comfort, share them so others may also find rest. Like a candle lighting another candle, let the flame of my peace spread. If these words have touched you, linger with them by leaving your reflection, that others may be encouraged by your testimony. And if you desire to walk with me more closely through future messages, remain connected here. In doing so, you are not merely supporting a video. You are helping my voice of hope reach hearts that are weary and afraid. My dear children, go now with peace. Carry this calm with you into every corner of your day. Know that I delight in you, rejoice over you with singing, and hold you in everlasting arms. Fear will not overcome you, for I am your Father, and I am with you always, even to the end of the age.